Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. Today's video is based on the Pomodoro Technique. I'll be explaining what the Pomodoro Technique is, the benefits of using it, and finally I'll be showing how I use it so you can apply it to your daily work routine too. The Pomodoro Technique is a time management method developed by Francesco Cirillo while he was a university student in the 1980s. It uses a timer to break down work into intervals which are traditionally 25 minutes in length. Each interval is known as a pomodoro, which is the Italian word for tomato, named after the tomato-shaped timer used by Cirillo during his studies. The process for the Pomodoro technique is as follows. Decide on the task or the work that you want to complete. Set the timer, work on the task, stop working when the timer goes off, and put a tick on a piece of paper symbolizing the end of one pomodoro. Take a short break and then start the next Pomodoro. After 4 Pomodoros, take an extended break. The benefits of the Pomodoro technique. There are many benefits to the Pomodoro technique, especially as we now live in a world where we cannot get away from distractions and technology which constantly interrupt our work patterns and flow. The first benefit is that it allows you to manage distractions and control your time. What this does is clearly define what is working time and what is time for distractions. When this isn't clearly defined, a person can be constantly distracted by both internal and external interruptions. When it is defined, it allows you to stay in a flow state for the length of the Pomodoro, as you know that you have a set time for distractions coming up during the break. And the great thing about this is that once you can work for a set period of time without interruptions, your productivity will go through the roof. The second benefit is that it allows you to take regular breaks away from your desk. This makes sure that you prevent any injuries and strains to your back, shoulders, arms, and eyes, whilst also giving your brain a short rest. If there is no distinction between work and rest time, then a person might end up working for too long, which after a period of time will start to have a negative impact. The third benefit is that the Pomodoro technique allows you to work for an optimal period of time without you getting tired. This time is different for different individuals, but most people are able to work for a certain period of time before they need a rest, and the Pomodoro technique allows you to only work for an optimal period of time suited to you. How I use the Pomodoro technique. As someone who is easily distracted and suffers from a mild case of ADD, I have benefited greatly from using the Pomodoro technique. Before using it, I would find it difficult to concentrate as I would be constantly distracted by both internal and external interruptions. And as I didn't have a clear line between work and break, I would constantly interrupt my break to scratch whatever itch was on my mind or to respond to any notification immediately. The main problem with this was that whenever I stopped to attend to an interruption, it would then take me time to get back into the flow state, so this would slow down my productivity. I initially started off using the 25 and 5 split, but now use the 50-10 split, as I found the 25 minutes working time was not long enough and 50 is much more optimal in my case. My work process is as follows. I first put away my phone and make sure that any of the distractions are out of sight. I then set a timer for 50 minutes and work for this period. If during this period I get any distracting thoughts, I write them down in my notebook and come back to them during the break. Writing things down has amazing benefits as this allows you to keep your mind free of any clutter and distractions. At the end of the Pomodoro, I then step away from my desk and go for a walk and grab a glass of water while attending to any of the notes I wrote down in my book. After my break, I then get back to work and start the next session. There are many apps you can use for this that will record your daily Pomodoros, such as Keep Focus, which is the one that I use. I hope that you enjoyed the video and learned something valuable which you will be able to apply to your life. Thanks for watching and see you next time.